If I'm being honest, I used to watch the Whatever podcast, the Fresh and Fit podcast. Um, I used to watch Red Pill guys like Darius M, 33 Secrets, Alpha Male Strategies. All those bigger guys. I used to watch all of them, right? And it used to be a real kick for me to see how dumb the women they would portray on their content, how they would act, the stuff they would say. Very disrespectful towards the male gender, right? The stuff that they show. And then it kind of evolved from just YouTube videos to podcasts now, right? That you see with Fresh and Fit, with whatever. And now you even see things that are even more interactive, like Balloon Pop and all this stuff, shows similar to that. These dating shows, or these not even shows, really. They're just YouTubers or content creators that are really taking off with the dating stuff. And right, dating applies to everyone, of course. It's not just one particular group, kind of how, excuse me, we get divided, right, by the powers that be. Um, Dating applies to all of us because whether you are a man, woman, white, black, gay, straight, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, or whatever, you are more than likely are going to want a partner, right, in life. So most people are straight, and given most people are straight, you see a lot of stuff like whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast, that portray women in a very negative light, and it's mainly models, Instagram models, right? OnlyFans type women, and I believe that these guys know what they're doing, that they're just simply agents of chaos. And of course, I have made many content in the past talking about not even just me, but with my good friend Shammy, who we do the deep dives, which we're going to be doing tomorrow night. By the way, be sure to tune in. Um, these guys are just agents of chaos, where they're playing into the gender war, dividing men and women even more, even further than they already are divided, right? Because something like this little saying right here, I literally see over 100 pretty women a day, and I see maybe one cute guy a week. Why is the ratio so off? And that's the occurring theme in all of these podcasts, right? These dating shows or whatever, is that the women are always going to say that they're a 10, all these other women are really pretty and a 10, but when it comes to the guys, it's, man, it's for them to even rate a guy attractive, it's almost like picking a needle in a haystack for these women, right? That's kind of how it is in modern dating. And there's a lot of things that go into that. It's not just feminism, it's not just female nature, as the red pill community, MGTOW, likes to call it. It is social engineering through generations, not just the current generation, but it goes through our parents' generation, our grandparents. And with social media now, it's been a game changer for my generation, right? Because I'm 28 years old, so believe me when I say I completely understand how this modern dating is. It's very brutal. It's very lonely. It's very cruel, right? Because it's very based. It's all based in your physical attributes, your looks, your height, maybe your muscle tone, even. And then even if the girl likes that, it goes beyond that. You got to do everything else right. Maybe you got to be funny. You gotta be masculine. You gotta have your life together, get your finances together, know what you want in life, have a purpose in life, have an identity for yourself, be confident, right? The list goes on and on. Um, and not to say there's plenty of issues with men, because there is, and that's my point with whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit, because it kind of just reassures what men already feel about the modern women, which is that they are trash, honestly. Because I feel that way a lot too, because of the stuff I see women say online about men, about men should kill themselves, all these things, how men have privilege, this and that. Oh, we're all the good men at, right? We've heard it all from these women. And someone like me, and I've spoken about this, right? How the common theme, right, when I go on dates is these women just ghost. They disappear. They don't have any decency to say, like, hey, this isn't working out. Or they kind of just disappear. And this has been a reoccurring theme for a few years now with me, with American women at least. If there's foreign women that are in the picture, things are different. And I always suggest, hey, like, if you're a guy like really struggling with girls here in the United States, go after foreign women because that's going to be your best bet. But even putting yourself out there, right? It's not easy to meet the right person because in this day and age, what really happens is we see the smallest things we don't like in someone, and those might be deal breakers. We don't really get to know anyone on a deeper level, and that's how I feel. Is women don't want to get to know me. That's how I feel when it comes to the modern dating, right? And I think I speak for many, not just men, but women as well. When we say that, well, the issue is that there's not much connection, right? We might go on dates, we might hook up or whatever, but there's not much connection. There's not much working through our problems, our issues, right? It's all just, and this is what these podcasts teach, which is it's got to be all the men's way, it's got to be the masculine way, or and stuff like that, and the women should follow the men, this and that, and yeah, every man should have a sacred masculine in him, where he could lead, where a woman could feel safe around him, of course, simple basic things, like that, being able to provide knowledge and teach and all that stuff, and provide a place where the woman can grow with him, right? But then this is the problem with red pill is you get this hyper masculine stuff, which is it's quite oppressive, right, towards women, where it starts saying that they belong in the kitchen, they shouldn't vote, and I don't have to get into it. We know both sides of the stories, the extremes, and because it's just been reiterated on both sides so many times that it's quite frankly it's annoying now, and the fact that people can't see through bullshit after so many years, it's beyond me, and this goes for everything, not just with dating. But that's what I want to say real quick about the Fresh and Fit podcast is these guys, listen, it's not that they're saying things completely wrong about the modern woman, the problems with them. It's just that what they're doing is they're adding fuel to the fire. They're throwing more gasoline and onto the fire that a lot of men already feel when it comes to the dating game. And it's just making them feel angry at women the same way feminism has made the average woman just feel angry at the average man, thinking they're oppressing them, this and that.